Hello, LTV. This is Martina, and I'm going to show you the Project Coordinator Challenge about the bicycle project. To begin with, we have a team data shown in a velocity chart where we can see that in every sprint, the team has overcommitted themselves, and this created a gap between planning and actual execution. For example, in sprints 123 and 124, we had the lowest performance with only a 50% completion, but in sprint 126, we had the best performance, achieving an 89% completion. Then we can see the JIRA board and the JIRA tickets. Here, the issues are unassigned and the descriptions are not clear at all. We have no epics, and there are 2 issues without story points assigned. Here is my set of recommendations. First of all, we need to adjust the team's capacity. That means that on average, in every sprint, the team can take 35 to 40 points, so we shouldn't exceed that amount. Then we really need to analyze sprints 123 and 124. We need to identify what happened, if it was about the blockers or the scope changes, the new features. So we have the metrics of what happened in that sprint. Then in the JIRA board, I will add the QA in progress, and review columns. In this way, we will improve the team's visibility, especially for the QA section, since Arthur didn't know that there were issues ready to be tested, so he ended up having little time for it. Also, I will implement a JIRA rule that restricts the movements in the board, so we have a good workflow, and also we run the sprint smoothly. I will also ensure that every issue description is as clear as possible to avoid confusion. We had the case of Clarissa that she didn't know if the issue was for her, for Charlotte, or for both of them. In the project manager aspect, I will suggest that the daily stand-ups are more focused and in-depth in the blockers, since the developers were struggling from the beginning, and the project manager end up knowing at the end of the sprint what was going on. Then in the sprint review, I will suggest the project manager to generate or ask for reports about how many blocked issues and in review issues we had and why, and also how much time did we spend in every issue in comparison to the story points. In the sprint retrospective, I will address the lack of communication. Why did this happen? How we can overcome this? What solutions can we implement in the next sprint? Also about what challenges each member of the team face, and what tools and what resources were helpful for them and they would like to use again in the next sprint. Also, if they need extra support or extra help. Here is a JIRA board template that I created in JIRA. In yellow, we have the developers and the designers, and in green, we have the QA. So the developers and the designers will have their issues in the to-do. When they start working, it will go to in progress, and then it can go to QA column or blocked column. Then the QA column will have the issues that needs to be tested. And from here, when the QA starts working, it will go to QA in progress. Then it can go to done or blocked, or from in progress, go back to review, where the developers and the designers will need to check, because that means there is something missing that needs to be solved. And then it can go back to QA to be tested one more time. Here I have the explanation of the columns. Everything is on the PDF as well. And here I also add a checklist template that they can be used in every issue. So we have a clarification on how to do the work. I will add a clear title, a brief description, then the steps. For example, step number 1, we need to do this first. Step number 2, we need to do this and that, and so on till the end of the issue. I will also add the expected outcome. That means what is our main objective, and also when we know that the issue is successfully done. And I will add error handling for the QA so they know what to expect exactly, and any additional notes that can be added by the project manager. Okay, so hope you like it, and I'm really looking forward to work and meet you all.